Yes, people, welcome to the YouTube channel, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know yet. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a full day in the life, day in the off season, whatever you want to call it. Just basically taking you guys through what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis to get jacked and hopefully in the future win some more bodybuilding shows on the side of that. So obviously I've made a lot of informative videos recently on YouTube, which is cool, and I absolutely love making them. But as well as that, I just like making these videos. Like, they're pretty chill. Obviously people are quite nosy as well. People do like full day in the life videos. Another thing as well is you can learn everything that you want to learn online, but how do you practically apply that to an everyday basis? Like, you can learn everything that you want to learn, but if you do not know how to apply these things that you learn to your life, then how the hell are you going to make progress? You'll have a lot of knowledge up here, but it won't be reflected in your results. Now, I'm not a perfect bodybuilder by any means, but I'd like to think I've got a pretty well-structured, well-set-up life to be able to work on my physique and work towards obviously competing next year as well. So thought it'd be quite valuable for you, quite fun for me, a win-win. So let's get stuck into it. So we've already started the day, kicked it off with some cardio this morning at around 6:30 a.m. So got that done and dusted. However, quick little breakdown in regards to where we're at right now for anyone that's come from like my informative videos, maybe you don't know much about me and what it is that we do here or what we're working towards. So I am a natural bodybuilder. I am going to be competing next year, doing some big shows with some big goals. And now we're currently in the off season working towards obviously building some muscle, to be able to bring my best physique for next year. Now, I was supposed to compete this year in 2025. Those plans got scrapped because unfortunately injured my shoulder, and I also ended up getting diagnosed with a rare kidney condition called IgA nephropathy. If anyone knows, obviously Chris Bumstead, I'm sure you do. He actually has the same disease, which is pretty cool, like basically brothers now. Shoulder injury, kidney issues, that's been obviously like the priority for this past year, alongside working through them, trying to build muscle and improve my physique. So yeah, currently in the off season, working through a dieting phase. We've gone from being around the heaviest I've ever been in my life at like 91 kilos, now down to today, 82.9 kilos. So a new low weigh in today. Lost a good few kilos, but we do have a few more kilos to go as well. Prep is due to start in April next year. So obviously not really a long time at all, around 4.5, 5 months left. And we've probably got another month left of this actual dieting phase. The goal is to pull off probably another 4 or 5 kilos from where I'm at right now. So going to be pushing hard over the next few weeks in order to make that happen. I'm excited for it. You know, it's been a long time coming. It's been a very, very challenging off season, that is for sure, but ultimately just keep showing up and eventually you'll get to where you want to be. So today is going to be a pull day in the gym. So pull training, which is very exciting. Push training is still a little bit like, still not amazing for me. So pull training's fun. That's why I'm doing the video today. So you've actually got something to actually look at. We've already started the day off with some cardio. We're doing 4 30-minute cardio sessions right now per week, doing 11,000 steps on a training day, 12,000 steps on a non-training day. Currently eating around 2,500 calories on a training day, and then around 2,380-ish on a rest day. I'll put all the setup and the macros and activity on screen at some point, so you can see what's going on. But that's what we're currently working with, and that's helped us more or less to lose around 8 kilos so far throughout this dieting phase. So it's doing the job, but we've got a little bit more to go here until we're done with this fat loss. And the reason why we're running this fat loss phase right now is because I don't want to be starting prep next year fat. Like, if I start prep next year and I'm way too big, way too fat, then essentially it's just a lot of work to do, a long, hard prep in order to get into shape. And in most of my preps, I've always pulled off a lot of weight, like 18 to 20 kilos. And now with a kidney condition, it's probably not the best idea. So pull body weight down, it means when we actually do start prep, I'm probably gonna have to pull off maybe around 8 to 10 kilos maximum in order to actually get into shape, which will be a bit different and it'll be quite fun. And I'm actually looking forward to not having so much body fat to pull off, which should be good. Meal 1 in, cardio done, a few steps done, client messages, a little bit of work done as well. We're now about to have a pre-workout meal, which I'll show you in just a second. And then we're gonna be heading over to the gym. So pretty standard day, nothing exciting going on. I'm just gonna be doing a lot of client work, recording this video, programming. I'm also going to be doing some other admin stuff in the background. Very fun, very exciting. But yeah, anyway, that's a bit of a rundown in regards to where we're at, what we're doing, the day so far. Let's move on to the first, not the first meal of the day, pre-workout meal. Let's move on to pre-workout meal and show you guys what we're having. What have we got here? Let's have a look. Show us the goods. It is the 2nd of December, by the way, in case you're wondering why the tree is up, obviously.
Is there any four?
Whoa, they're like a bit bougie, aren't they? Let's have a look. Ooh, who chose them? Yeah. Look at that. Ooh.
Oh God, they're heavy.
Let's have a feel. Jesus.
There's some white in that bowl.
Wow, you just had to, didn't you? Yeah, nice one. Right, where's its little location? Look at that. Meal number 2, this is gonna be pre-workout meal. We're also gonna have a shake on top of this as well, I just don't have it right now. It's gonna be around 70 grams of carbs, 13 fat, 48 protein. I'll put the numbers on screen here, but I pretty much have this every single training day. It's just nice and simple. Same meal means that I'm gonna get the same amount of energy, therefore, pretty much I should hopefully perform the same in all of my training sessions. But yeah, bagel with peanut butter, wholemeal bagel, jam, not jam, honey, cinnamon, unreal. We're also gonna have like a vegan protein shake because I've got to look after the skin. You know, if I have too much isolate or too much dairy, then it breaks my skin out. Still working with that one. But yeah, vegan shake, this, unreal. How's your bubbles going?
The bubbles are going great. I'm just trying to figure out where they go.
Cool. She's figuring out where the balls go and I'm getting my pre-workout meal in. Right, so that is pre-workout meal down. I typically have it around about an hour before I train just because I find that meal really easily digests. Then I'm gonna get in a pump pre-workout. I still don't drink any caffeine because I'm just boring as hell. So yeah, Neuropump from the Nova Farm. You can grab this from Pit Stop Nutrition. Code Stockton10, 10% off. Gonna have that with around 300 mils of water. Get that in, drive to the gym, train back. That's pretty much it. Just a nice pre-workout meal. A little bit of a pre-workout pump formula. Get to the gym, throw it down. I just need to, way too much water in here. Way too much. Way too much. Right. Oh no, I've nearly run out. That is not good. I might have to do the old combine 2 different pump formulas together and it creates just this hideous concoction.
Yeah, but people don't take it for the taste, do they?
Well, exactly. If you've got a nice tasting pre-workout, your pre-workout's crap. Well, not everyone knows that, you should know that. If your pre-workout tastes amazing, then there's a high likelihood that it hasn't got a lot of good ingredients in there. Whereas if it tastes awful, it's probably a good pre-workout. Because it's hard to mask the flavorings, the ingredients in there, sorry, with strong flavorings. We haven't got enough pre-workout, we're gonna have to combine. We're gonna have to combine, boys. Amazing, my favorite. Oh my God. We've got Blow Up from HR Labs. Now this actually tastes like Skittles if you ate them out of an ashtray. This is gonna be a great flavor to go alongside Sour Apple Punch from a Nova Farm, which in my opinion actually tastes pretty good. And then you've got HR Labs Blow Up, which is a great pump formula pre-workout, but it does taste like Skittles that have been found in your nan's ashtray or something like that. So this is gonna be beautiful. Look at it. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up. Oh God, it does. Look at that, travesty. So the reason why we're taking a pump formula is because number 1, I don't drink caffeine, as I said. Number 2, this is gonna help drive nutrients, it's gonna help drive fluids, blood around the muscle, through the body as you're training, which in turn can actually improve training performance. As well as that, in Nova Farm's Neuropump, hence the name Neuropump, does actually have some cognitive enhancers in there as well, just like nootropic ingredients, such as L-theanine. They've also got like alpha GPC, I think, in there. So yeah, very, very good pre-workout formula, especially if you don't drink caffeine. And also, since I've stopped drinking caffeine, few things to note, right? My sleep has gone through the roof. Like my sleep is amazing right now. Like as soon as my head hits that pillow, I'm out. As well as that, my anxiety, my stress is reduced, which is always nice, you know, not to be as stressed and anxious. Gross, but I used to like bite my nails as well, probably because of stress and anxiety, and I don't do that anymore either. What else? What other benefits? I can levitate, I can fly because I'm just superior to everyone else because I don't drink caffeine. That's always nice as well. My daily movements in the morning are a lot smoother, if that makes sense. Not in that way, they're just more consistent. And that's probably down just to, again, anxiety, body dysfunction a little bit better. So don't get me wrong, will I ever drink caffeine again? I probably will. And the only circumstance I'll drink caffeine is on prep and when food is very, very low. And I like just utilize it as a tool rather than a crutch, if that makes sense. And when I actually do have caffeine, I'll probably just have like caffeine pills rather than drinking Monsters, because the only reason really why I drank Monsters was because of the flavor of them, because I love them, white Monsters. So yeah, probably just go back to having caffeine pills instead. Will it be as fun? No, but it's a tool at the end of the day. So but anyway, gonna get this one down, drive to the gym. I've then got a pretty quick session because I've got a haircut afterwards, because if you haven't noticed already, this it's turning into an actual mullet now as well. We're not trying to grow an actual mullet because we're not like man enough for that. We're just trying to grow a mullet that's like a mulet, which is just like a subtle pretty boy version. So got to keep it as a mulet, not an actual mullet, because George has fallen out of love with me. So I'm a pretty boy. I am a pretty boy. I think I'm pretty. I'm men's physique, bro. Pretty and handsome. I'm a jacked pretty boy. Right, I know you're all awaiting a taste test of this, so we'll quickly run it through. Wow. Yeah, do not recommend, just stick to one. Right, we have arrived at the gym, and in true Ultraflex fashion, 0 parking spots. It's kind of my fault as well though, because it did come a little bit later than what I usually would do. But yeah, we're currently waiting for a parking spot, waiting to get in there and hit this pull session. Going to be a bit of a different session today what I usually would do, because I usually would have deadlifts today, but I'm going to be leaving them out just because my lower back right now is absolutely cooked. I've just been getting like stiff lower back, I think probably because I climbed a mountain last week and it's still not recovered. Scaffold Pike, tallest mountain in England, not in the UK, if anyone knows about it. But yeah, a bit of a killer of the legs and also the lower back. And I'm still, even now, feeling it since then. So yeah, no deadlifts today, probably just do a little bit of extra mobility work for the lower back. Instead, just going to hit this session hard. Obviously the goal right now in a dieting phase is always to retain, or if not even continue to build training performance to help hold onto that muscle tissue. So that is what we're doing. I'm kind of in a weird spot right now as well in my physique, where I'm confident I've got the most muscle I've ever had in some areas, such as my back, maybe even my arms and like legs, but areas such as my chest and shoulders right now are definitely just a little bit downsized. Strongest that I've ever been in some movements, but then also the weakest that I've been in a while in others. It's just a weird place to be right now, because obviously my shoulder and health issues that I've had going on this past year, but all you can do is what you can do. So yeah, get a parking spot, get in there, hopefully find somewhere to actually park. It's not looking good. I'm telling you that right now, it's not looking good. There's other people right now as well waiting. Right, exercise number 1 is going to be chest supported T-bar row. Hopefully you can hear me over the very questionable drum and bass they've got playing today. Don't get me wrong, I'm a massive fan of drum and bass. It's probably my favourite genre of all time. There's some very questionable choices today. But anyway, exercise number 1, chest supported T-bar row. With this one, I'm not going to be using any straps, anything like that, and I've actually stripped the weight down quite a bit over the last couple months. And the main reason being is because I find that when I use straps, I typically, it's not that I'm going beyond what I can lift, because I can lift it, it's just I go beyond what my shoulder can handle right now. Versus if I don't use straps, like I'm kind of like limited by my grip, and I find it just safer for my shoulder. And as well as that, I think building up some grip strength long term probably will improve my stability in movements, and therefore maybe even help my shoulder as well. This is just bro scientist within me coming up with things here. But yeah, so I'm not using any straps for any of my pulling work at the moment. It does mean that my forearms absolutely die at the end of my sessions, but long term, if it's going to keep my shoulder safer, build up more stability, eventually when the shoulder is 100%, I will use straps again for top sets only. But right now we're just going to go raw dog. 2 sets on this, 1 set of 6 to 9, 1 set of 10 to 14. Going to push it hard. Obviously with this one, hitting the upper back musculature, so like the rear delts, the traps, the rhomboids, really trying to target that upper back to really build that V-tapered physique. So yeah, let's get stuck into it.
But I like to get dirty, ace that one time doing up birdie. I'ma make sure all of you heard me. show no mercy. I knew my thing from early, catch me in the bars and cups like Jersey, chips and chicken, call me no jerky.
Little tip for a T-bar row, right? What we're trying to do when we're actually drawing our elbows back is we're not trying to lift the chest off the pad. I see it all the time, people lifting their chest off. All you're doing by doing that is using your spinal erectors, your lower back. We're just trying to light up the upper back here, so try and keep that chest planted against the pad. And instead of imagining lifting your chest up and off the pad, try and pull your shoulders back and around. So shoulders back and around, really retract the scapulars. And as you're coming down, imagine there's like a pole here running right across your chest, and we're trying to wrap the scapulars around the pole. So retract the scapulars forward, retract the scapulars coming back, really squeeze that upper back as much as you can on that contraction. In terms of like warming up for my sets as well, you can see I've gone like 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate. Literally, a lot of people get confused in regards to how to actually warm up properly for a set, and don't overcomplicate it. I typically start my first set of warm-ups being around maybe 12 to 15 reps. I then increase the weight from there. No set percentage, realistically, it's just kind of based around what my working weight is going to be. Increase the weight, and then I'll do maybe 6 to 8 reps, and I'll increase the weight again. I'll maybe do 2 to 3 reps, and then after that, that is then going to be my working set. So for me, it's going to be 3 plates and a 15, so just under 4 plates on this, I think it is today. We'll see how I get on. So this is going to be essentially my last warm-up now before my top set, and I'm only going to do like 2 or 3 reps here. I'm not trying to take away from my top set. If there's too many reps of this, I'm just going to fatigue myself and take away from my potential to be able to push myself in that top set.
I've just been on my journey. They asked me what I'll be in 10 years. That man there said not to worry, said that thing and I said that firmly. And none of your words could hurt me. Double D, but it still come perky. Gotta be F, but still be flirting. Gotta do my man dirty. And I'm done with the playing about. When I told just know mean business, hear my voice and you're hearing bitches. I'm gonna get to the bag, no doubt. Give me that fame, no clout. Something wanna show me the fitness. I said, give me the digits, soon land do me good like Brussels sprout.
See, my grip gave out then first before anything, so it almost just forces me to stop that set rather than just getting stupid with it. So top set, drop it down now. We'll go down to 3 plates on this, and then we'll go for 10 to 14.
I know she really want it, put your foot down on the gas, don't even think you got up on it. I said I'm on it, they know for sure I'm on it. They keep asking for the slides, see we give my post. Bring that shit back, boy.
We've actually got some decent, half decent drum and bass on now, which is good. But exercise number 2, moving on to a single arm Cybex eagle row, would usually be the stiff-legged deadlift after the chest support T-bar row, but obviously giving that one a miss today. So this one here, going to do it single arm. Main benefit of this is if you've got any kind of muscle imbalances like I have, obviously at the moment a bad shoulder, but also this same side which has the bad shoulder. My lat is smaller, funny enough. So training my bad arm first, my weaker arm, just allows us to pour a little bit more energy and focus into that side. But as well as that, by having rest in between your arm, it makes sure that we can train them evenly too. So whatever reps I get on this side, I'm just gonna match it with my stronger side, because I don't wanna be walking around like this with this lat just being way too big. So 2 sets again, 1 set of 6 to 9, 1 set of 10 to 14. And then after this, we have got a neutral grip lat pull down, which I'll be showing you guys next. But intra workout for today as well, we have got EAAs from Pit Stop Nutrition. It's actually the Pit Stop Plus's own range as well, so they're blackcurrant flavoured EAAs, which are actually pretty decent. But we've got our EAA sourced, obviously for amino acids. We've then also got an isotonic sports drink. I've run out of cyclic dextrin, which is what I'd usually have mixed in with this. And it's basically just an easy digesting carbohydrate source that gives you energy throughout your training session as you deplete glycogen stores. It's very quick digestion, and it's going to help to replenish them as you train, and it just tastes unreal as well. So I'm a big fan of having cyclic dextrin, just mixing it in this instead of having 2 different flavors. But replacement today is a KA raspberry isotonic sports drink, which doesn't taste great, but at the end of the day, it's carbs. There's around 27 grams of carbs in this, which is similar to what I'd have in my cyclic dextrin. So this is the sub for today. Carbs, EAAs during training, make sure that we don't shrivel up and turn into a beanstalk. All right, we've got our model Kez here today. He doesn't know it yet, but he is my model for today. As you can see, driving the elbow down into the pocket, which is the technical term. Down low into the pocket, elbow nice and tucked, straight into the lat. So you should be able to feel this tricep brushing against that lat there, just to make sure that everything's staying nice and tight. Kez actually has a really weak back, this is a fantastic movement for Kez.
Do not listen to anything I say about back training, because I've got
or chest training. He may be a WMBF pro, but he has probably a better chest than me right now.
I don't know about that.
Do you not?
I don't know about that.
Okay, well, oh yeah, okay. But he's got much bigger and fuller arms than me, and delts.
Just genetics.
Maybe he's a little bit more handsome as well.
I don't know about that.
If anyone keeps up on Instagram with like Beyond the Stage TV, my podcast, Board Shorts and Banter, came third as the third best podcast in the UK.
And our podcast, Annie Games, I think we finished 8th in the podcast of the year out of 8. So that was great.
It's fine, bro. You're just like extremely niche.
Yeah.
Like you're
no,
just.
To be fair, when I saw we were nominated, I was like, "Are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
who the hell is voting for Annie?"
Yeah.
I said I'm on it, they know for sure I'm on it. I know you want it, I know she.
Right, so on my last rotation here, I got single arm deadlift, 103 for 10, but I did note that I wasn't too happy with how the last rep was. So rather than trying to increase weight, even though we've exceeded rep range, we're gonna try and go for a bit of a tidier 10th rep on this one. Because if you can improve the quality of your reps, then ultimately you are also progressively overloading an exercise in a different manner, because you must have got stronger in order to be able to improve your form for that last rep. So yeah, gonna actually just send the same weight, 103 kg. See how we go. 10 is the goal.
I said I'm on it, they know for sure I'm on it. On my GTA like Trevor, persistence on my endeavors. Them man dead, they think they better drive the whip, now I can't let her. I got the cheese like feta, got the soul of a getter. I come in hot like pepper, best know I'ma get to the chat, don't regret her, man. I swear.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Woo. Right, moving on to exercise number 3. We have got a neutral grip lat pull down. So with this one, hitting the lat from a different angle now. We're hitting the back from a different angle. So obviously we've done a T-bar row, which is hitting the back from a higher angle. We've done a single arm machine row, which is obviously going to be targeting the lat from a lower angle. And then this one obviously pulling from overhead, still working the lat, but obviously from different angles. And that really is the key when it comes to your back training. In order to help you grow a well-developed, nicely balanced back, is just targeting it from different angles and actually learning movements target your back from which position. So for instance, if I am a flared elbow position a bit higher up, this elbow is higher up, therefore it's going to hit more of my upper back musculature. If it's lower down here, lat. If it's from a higher angle, lat as well. So learn what your movements are actually targeting, and that way you can actually learn to get a bit of a better mind-muscle connection with what you're training to, which is only going to enhance your training in the long term. But anyway, moving on, 2 sets on this, 1 set of 69, 1 set of 10-14. Session's gone really well so far. I've actually progressed on every movement I've done, believe it or not. T-bar row didn't feel amazing. Single arm cable row, I literally added on like 3 reps onto my back offset and 1 or 2 reps onto my top set. So hopefully, same story here with this one as well. So let's get stuck into it.
Underneath, but when the time is right, best know my gang is gonna bite. Too many times they done me wrong, so cut that off, gotta make that right. Cut that off, gotta make that right. Out of the ring, but I'm still gonna fight. I ain't doing no more polite. When we catch them, it's gonna be on sight. I need a Turkish delight. Teeth and eyes come white. Moving up with my up in the air.
So on this movement as well, because we're doing a neutral grip, elbows nice and tucked into the sides. As you're pulling down, again, keeping those elbows tucked in, try not to flare them out. Keep them nice and tucked in. Again, as you're coming down, you should be able to feel like your triceps almost brushing against your lats down at the bottom. Keeping the chest upright. You want to do a pull down, not a pull row, down row, whatever you want to call it.
Keep on flying, and they gon' keep on dying. That girl gon' keep on dying. Supporters gon' keep on buying. Like walkers gon' keep on frying. Reporters gon' keep on lying. I'm gonna save the world like Optimus, I stay on my prime. I know you want it.
Whew, that was heavy. That's the first set, 8 reps, missed on the 9th. Back off set now, reduce it down, go for around 10-14 reps. Right, so moving on to exercise number 4, we've got a seated cable row. As you can probably tell by this workout, lots of lat work, because for me, my lats are a little bit weaker when it comes to my, my rear shots. So yeah, seated row, literally the same grip as what we're doing on the pull down. Like I said before, we don't want to lean back too much on the pull down because it then essentially turns into this movement here. So keeping the chest upright, nice low angle row, light up those lats. 2 sets, 1 set of 69, 1 set of 10-14. Just get stuck into it, I guess. By the way, if you're wondering what these joggers are, or maybe this beautiful t-shirt, this is VQ's, somewhat like VQ's latest range. You got the quick strike joggers and also the quarter zip that I was wearing earlier, and also this entombed t-shirt from the new Entombed range, which is like inspired by Egyptian gods kind of style. It's pretty cool. But if you want to shop anything from VQ, such as these beautiful clothes, you can use code TOM at the checkout, which obviously saves you a little bit of money and supports me. So Code Tom at the checkout, people.
Bring that shit back, boy. I know they want it. I know she really want it. I said I'm on it. They know for sure I'm on it.
Oh. So that was top set. One more set, 10 to 14. And then we move on to some biceps. Okay then, moving on to the final exercise, and that is gonna be a D-handle cable curl, both facing inward and facing outward. So the reason for that is because, number one, this is one of the only bicep exercises that actually feels good for me right now and doesn't hurt my shoulder. Like for instance, preacher curls with a machine or a dumbbell or anything like that. Just for the stability of the shoulder, it does cause issues. So just because you're injured, maybe for instance you've got shoulder issues like me, it doesn't mean you can't train. It just means you need to find exercises that fit well for you and you can actually do. Will that mean that training might be a little bit boring for X amount of time? Yes, it might do, but if you want to train and actually continue to progress, or if not even retain the muscle that you have, you need to be patient, you need to be smart about it. So cable curl, facing in, target the short range, facing out, target the long range, just challenge the muscle in a different way. I'm gonna do 6 sets of this total. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you all 6 sets because that would be extremely boring for you. But this is gonna wrap it up for the last exercise. So get stuck into this and then we'll get out of here, go get the haircut, because this is looking absolutely awful. In terms of rep range for this as well, we're gonna do 2 sets of 8 to 12, 1 set of 12 to 15 per exercise, so 6 sets total.
I know they want it. I know she really want it. Call me. I said I'm on it. They know for sure I'm on it. No big. Call me. Oh, baby.
If you want big arms, train your arms hard. Right, post-workout meal. We are currently using an ice pack because I just burnt my hands trying to carry the meal across the room like an absolute Neanderthal. But anyway, we've got chicken, rice, sweet corn, peas. This is just like a barbecue chicken rice bake thing. I'm not too sure of the macros, but I'll put them on screen right now. Didn't get this meal in as quick as I usually would do just because I forgot to take it to the gym with me. Probably because I'm recording this YouTube video and just completely, you know, forgot to organize my life today. Usually get this in about 20 minutes post-workout, a little bit later today, but it is what it is. We're not trying to be completely optimal here. I'm gonna get this in. I've then got one more meal after this later on, which obviously I'll show you what it is. And then other than that, pretty much just got work to do for the rest of the night. But today's session in the gym was actually pretty damn decent, like pretty much progressed on all movements, which is absolutely amazing. And at this point as well, in this dieting phase, seeing as we've only got another about 3-4 weeks left of it, that's literally exactly where we want to be. You know, obviously gaining strength, improving, getting stronger whilst body weight coming down. Just means that when I actually wrap up this this dieting phase and go into the last leg of this off season, which is going to be around, I think, 14 to 16 weeks of pushing up, then we're going to be in the best position possible to start prep because we'll have less body fat, but obviously we'll have food being back in a good place, energy being back in a good place, and as I'm not losing any strength and performance in the gym will also be in a wicked place as well. So very excited for it. It's been it has been a pretty shit year, just in regards to health, in regards to the shoulder, etc. But at the same time, there's no rush to it. And I've learned a lot about myself over that time of dealing with injuries, dealing with health, etc. So not all that bad. And I'm actually like excited for next year because my motive used to be purely just going for wins and, you know, medals, and you know, obviously I've won like 2 overalls now, came second to the UK. Naturally, obviously I want to become like a British champion. I want to become eventually like a pro natural bodybuilder. But I think it's very easy to get like lost in that and forget the whole reason as to why I actually started competing and doing bodybuilding in the first place. And that was just to, like, you know, beat my previous version of myself essentially. So I think having this injury forcing me to slow down and learn has almost now led me down to the path of realizing why I'm actually doing this. Yes, like winning is cool, but I put a little bit too much pressure on myself over this past year, stressed myself out way more than what I should have done, purely because I was like, oh, I'm falling behind, everyone's getting ahead of me. When realistically, all that matters is me, you know? So there's your little motivational, wishy-washy talk for the day. But anyway, I'm gonna get this meal down and then go do some more work and then show you the last meal of the day, maybe have another chat to you. We shall see. We're also going to have 20 grams of dark chocolate, 85%, because if you have anything below 85%, then you're just a child, ultimately. Like 70%, like It's what you start off with, but like realistically, if you actually want to enjoy some good chocolate, not Tesco's, like this isn't, we just eat this in mass, so we buy Tesco's, because the amount of dark chocolate we eat is absurd. 85% or above, it's gotta be, isn't it? Gotta be, it's gotta be. But yeah, usually have this as a bit of a snack, but I'm gonna have it now, just because again, it's been a little while since I ate, because I got my hair cut. I'm not even gonna show you the macros on screen for this, because what's the point? I'll show you the macros on screen, why not?
That is the biggest diet hack as well. Because once your taste buds become customised to that, you go back to normal chocolate and it's too sweet.
Yeah, that is a very, very valid point, Georgia. Thank you for your input right there. So when it comes to dark chocolate as well, it's good because number one, fats, it's not high volume, but they are still quite satiating. And it still curves like a bit of a sweet craving, but it's not too sweet. Like when you have something that's too sweet and you're dieting like I am right now, like I've noticed that my appetite has gone up. But typically if you have like sugar-free drinks, which again, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you have sugar-free drinks and then you're having other sweet stuff like syrups and whatever else, it just makes you want more sweet stuff. Versus this hits the spot, and because it's not overpoweringly sweet, I do find that it helps to keep those cravings down. I'm a bit of a robot, like I don't really like give in to cravings, like it is what it is, it's just a feeling at the end of the day, right? But if you're someone that really does struggle with like hunger, then try dark chocolate, but only 85% and above, because yeah, we're all adults around here. So mature and grown up. Delicious. It's actually really...
Why did you sound like you were being sarcastic? You actually like it.
No, it's actually really good. I love it. It's actually good. Anyway, I'm gonna do some work. Right, so that is a couple of hours of work done. As I said, it's probably the worst day for me to actually show you like a day in the life / full day of eating, because today's been absolutely hectic. And hectic so that I am now behind on my steps for the day. Goal is 10,000. I did say at the start of this video it was 11,000 on training day. It's not, it's actually 10,000. But I'm currently on 6,000 steps, so I've got another 4,000 to do. So the plan of action is to, well, I've just finished up this work, so get outside for a walk. It's quite dark now at this time of the year. Obviously it's now December, so not really too much to show you there. Get outside for a walk, do a couple thousand steps, around 20 minutes of walking, come back, eat my last meal of the day, or last meal, and then I've got like a little bit of a snack after that. And then I'll do another 2,000 steps on the indoor walking pad to finish things off. So super, super simple. By the way, if you're someone that always falls short of your steps, or you find yourself struggling to get your steps in, nice little simple thing for you, roughly 1,000 steps is about 10 minutes of walking. So if you're falling short of steps, maybe for instance your goal is 10,000, you're only getting 7,000 each day, do half an hour of extra walking per day and you should be hitting your steps. Remember, 1,000 steps, 10 minutes of walking, super simple. If you do that, it's just so easy to get them in and actually factor it into your day. I'm gonna get that next meal in right now, show you what we've got, and then get some steps in. Woo! Right, people, that is the final meal of the day right here. So we've got a chicken, it's kind of like a soy garlic chicken meal prep. It doesn't actually look too good right now. Right, I'll try and show you that. Doesn't look too nice, but this is actually a really, really decent meal. So chicken breast, soy, like light soy sauce with like tender stem broccoli, basmati rice, onion, peppers, loads of stuff in there, really, really good. And we've also got half a bag of basmati rice in there, microwave rice, just to make it a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. But yeah, this is the final meal of the day. I think macros for this meal are around 57 protein, 57 carb, and like 8 grams of fat. I'll put it on screen right now. After this meal as well, I'm also gonna have like a little bit of vegan protein, like 20 grams just alongside it, just to bring the daily protein intake up. And after all that, it's gonna put us at around a daily total of 2,650 calories. We're also gonna be at around 235 protein, around 310 or 308 grams of carbs. And then I think it's around 50 grams of fat, maybe just a little bit over. So yeah, not a crazy amount of food, but equally, you know, a half decent amount. Yeah, after this meal, all I need to do is some steps, and that is the day done. Pull session, around 2,580 calories, 10,000 steps, half an hour cardio this morning, Has it been a perfect day? No, it hasn't. But at the end of the day, I've still got what I need to get done. And that is all that matters. But so long as you're being proactive, planning ahead, and having things such as meal prep in place, you've got structure within your day, it really does help to make things a lot more efficient and a lot more consistent. And we're not striving for perfection every single day. Like, that's just genuinely not realistic when it comes to daily life. We're just striving for consistency. And so long as it is consistent, as long as it's good enough, then over time, you will make some decent progress. So yeah, I'm gonna get this down me now. Other than that, if you enjoyed the video, whatever this has been, full day in the life, day of eating, I don't even know. Hit subscribe, hit a like, whatever you want to do, because obviously I really do appreciate it. It definitely helps. And other than that, guys, if you enjoyed it, let me know, and I'll catch you in the next video.